The views and opinions expressed by guests and/or comments are those of the persons who submitted them and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of In the Clutch Sports Talk and More podcast. Any content provided by guests are of their opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company of any individual or anyone or anything.
Or anything as usual. Welcome to another episode, I like to say, at In the Clutch Sports Talk and More. I am Shona Sharita, your host for tonight. Of course, Daryl is on his way. He always wrapping up a business deal, so we're gonna let him do that. But on this evening, on this wonderful Tuesday, well, I guess it's wonderful that we alive, but a lot has transpired today. Let me first go ahead and say hello to Miss Patricia. I see you out there in the comments already. Thank you so much for joining us, as you always do. We're gonna give it a few minutes for a few more people to get in. Miss Patricia, how you doing? How has your Tuesday been so far? While we waiting on Daryl and waiting on everybody else to come in. Y'all see, we're going to talk about, today, we're going to talk about boycotting, and specifically boycotting the Asians who say they don't need us, that we need them. After the not guilty verdict with Mr. Chow, hey Drea, for murdering little, I believe his name was Cyrus. He got off, but we all know he ain't gonna get off. One way or another, I feel he will pay for murdering that young man. But behind that, there was a lot of talk about boycotting. Hey, Miss Jessica. Behind that, there was a lot of talk about boycotting all Asian services, because they come in our communities and they make millions of dollars. They don't give back. I saw where this one guy was talking about how he can have a business next to a Asian restaurant or a Chinese restaurant or whatever, and he would frequent them for lunch, but they would never ever come into his place of business and purchase not one thing. All the time that he had been next to them, and it made me think that happens a lot, I would think. What's up? Hey Donna, thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, so if you really think about it, they don't patronize our businesses. Y'all know these gnats is bad, and it's one just over here. But yeah, they don't patronize our businesses, but we make them millions, getting nails done, buying the hair, eating their food. We have to take a stand at some point. There may be some good in it. In all things, there's always some good people, but you got to think about it how they think about it with us. Some bad Black people, they attribute it to the whole race. The whole race. So we should be doing the same. We should be doing the same, whether you're good or bad or indifferent. That's right, Donna. They do not patronize our businesses. They don't give back. They can be in our neighborhoods like they are right now and have been for, I know, I'm 54. I know the 54 years, the 40 years that I was in Douglas, well, still in Douglas technically, there was a chewing, we called it chewing, but it was a Lou and Sue store And they were there for years. I know they are millionaires hand over fist because of the Douglas community. I remember when I started working helping out. Well, I was PTO president while my children were in school when they were at Douglas. And we would go to the businesses because they weren't the only business. There were Black businesses out there as well. But we would go in there and ask Lou, could we put, what could he what do you do? Like adopt a school or something like that? Never did he. Never gave a coat. Never gave a uniform. Never could, if something was happening and we needed to raise some money, never gave a dime. And I stopped once my wheels started turning and I knew better. I stopped going in that store. But other people kept going. But it was because that was the only place they could go to get what they needed. Didn't have a car, didn't have transportation to get to the store. Of course, we are in a grocery store desert. The nearest grocery store was in Raleigh, all of that, those things. But I said that to say that they don't support us. So why are we supporting them? Because they do nails good, because they do them quick, because you can walk in, because they do feet. Now, I have to say this about y'all, some of y'all nail techs now. I heard y'all say y'all don't do feet. Some of y'all. What's up with that? Why you don't take walk-ins? This is a time for us to band together and take back that money from them. But there's a clip when Daryl comes on, he's going to show you all. Oh yeah, they don't want your flyers up. They ain't giving no donations. Yeah. They ain't going. Hey, Miss Identify. Facebook feed isn't up. Daryl, can you check on that? Quisa, what's up? Yeah, they're some evil, racist people. They're very evil and very racist. They hate us. They just want our money. And I don't know why for years people just don't get it. Black Abuse Spot. It's several here. But Quisa, we got to be honest. Our folks got to come better than what they are. And what I mean by that is, if you say your store open at 10 and I get there at 10:15 and you ain't open, I got a problem with that. Okay? I got a problem with that. And this is a regular occurrence. I got a problem. I should have a problem with that. I walk in your store and you don't speak. You don't, and I'm not saying we know they don't speak either, but where's the customer service? Where is the customer service? Thank you, Daryl, because my throat's getting parched. Come on.
Ooh, you said a lot.
Where I like to talk, but then there's times where I don't. But no. So as I was, go ahead.
I mean, you just said the thing that I wanted to emphasize. Part of the reason why that we patronize those establishments is because the establishments that are, and I hate to be this way, of Black nature, you have so many different issues with them that you just, like you said, if you open it, if you say 10, I get there at 10:15. I mean, my time is valuable. I don't have time to wait till you decide to be there. So it's a lot of things that we have to improve in our own community. First off, before we even start this talk of boycotting and all these other different things.
Yeah. But I just saw a young lady on TikTok, and she was saying, she said, y'all hollering about y'all finna, stop, patronizing the age, and she's a nail tech. and she was showing how empty her place was. She's like, "Where y'all at? Where y'all at? I'm here. Hey, nobody's calling, nobody's making appointments, and this I saw another thing about people saying, why I got to go online and make an appointment, and pay a deposit. Now, I will say some of those other places you have to do that too. Because when I used to go, you had to go. I made my appointment online. I don't know if I paid a deposit, but I made my appointment online. But it's just a lot that has to be done. Well, it really ain't. It really ain't. It's not a lot that need to be done. We know what needs to be done. We just need to do it, and we need to band together. And that's the problem as well. Nobody wants to band together. Like this one lady was saying, y'all need to, get a place where, if you already got a place and you got 3-4 areas that you can have somebody come in. And so one could be doing nails and the other one be doing feet and the other one be doing lashes, but they don't want to do that. One scared the next one gonna make more money than the other. And I think that's a problem.
I just got through telling something. I just had that conversation with somebody that we were talking about, why we can't pool our resources together. And the comment that I made was, you so busy watching my pockets, you don't even see my hand held out to help you.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
And I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip. The clip that you sent me, show enough. No matter how much we decide to boycott or how much we decide to protest, this lady says it's three sets of people who just ain't gonna get with the program. And I don't know if y'all agree or disagree, but let me play this clip right quick and y'all tell. Yeah, she about right. So
it's on my story, and I'm gonna say it right here. There are 3 groups within Black society who is going to continue to spend their money with Asians, even though they have come across these apps and showed blatant disrespect. The first one is the young Black female who goes to the beauty supply and the nail shop, and her bonnet slides with long socks and biker shorts. They are going in there come hell or high water. They don't care about the disrespect, the discrimination, or the racism. Business as usual. Think about the second group, the Black immigrants. Not all of them, but you know who you are. Those immigrants who feel like they are exempt from the discrimination and racism that Black Americans receive on a daily basis. They feel like they are exempt. And then the third group, who I feel is the most dangerous, and that is the group of Black folk, where as long as it don't show up to their front door, as long as they are not personally affected, as long as it is not somebody that they know or love who was hurt or harmed, they don't give a fuck. All 3 of those groups are going to continue to spend their money. Tell me I'm wrong.
Y'all chime in and tell me she wrong. Especially about that third group. Like she said, they the most dangerous group. And it's some of us. It's some of us's. And we know some of them people personally. We know.
yeah,
I think that third group, like she said, is the most dangerous one.
well, either group, I'm gonna say this. A lot of it comes from people just basic. Some of it now, not all of it, just come from people being misinformed about the things that's going on. Which that's why we use this platform to get this information out to different people who like if you ain't really up on it, if you ain't on Facebook, you ain't on social media, you might not even seen some of the reels that those Asian people put out, saying we can't live without them, and you go ahead and trying to disprove, my thing is I don't have a problem with anybody. I don't have a problem with anybody. Anybody who out here doing right, trying to make money, I don't mind supporting them. But don't just take that for granted that you can say whatever and do whatever. Just like even in the case of the guy who killed, the guy who unalived, the guy who unalived the little 14-year-old boy. If you look back at his history, it's not like this was the first time. He has shot somebody before. He has fought with his customers. Now, it's probably one of those situations, so enough, like we always, it's always a store on the way to school and on your way home. That's probably convenient for you to stop by and grab you some. Maybe they should have stopped patronizing him a long time ago when he was doing all of it. Like I look at it and like I don't remember walking into these stores, and I know times are different now, but I don't remember walking in the stores and the store owner or the store clerk is just following us through the store. I just don't remember. I don't remember at 7-Eleven. I don't remember at Little Joe's store. I don't remember none of that. So, but I know these kids these days, you might do have to keep an eye on them. But I still say, if 4 water bottles, he didn't deserve to be unalive. And then you had to chase him for over 100 some yards, and then you shot him in the back. I mean, come on. That's just, I hate even thinking about that.
I mean, until we take a stand, and it's just like, I mean, because I look at the Target boycott and I see how successful that was. True enough, it was still a whole bunch of us still. I didn't go because I wasn't a Target shopper in the beginning, but it was still a lot of people going. But it did put a dent. It did send a message to Target. So why can't we do that to the Asians, to their community, to their businesses?
Well, this is what I'm looking at. Donna say she got somebody. I'm reading Nancy's message. She got somebody. Let them put a commercial here on In the Clutch Sports Talk and More podcast, and we'll be more than happy to promote their business. So Nancy and Donna, send me the info. I'll reach out to them, and we'll see if we can get them to sponsor the show a little. We don't ask for a lot. And because I mean that's what it's all about anyway. It's word of mouth. So if you know somebody that does a great job, because I was just about to ask the question. I know we got some black nail techs. You saying some don't do feet and all of that. I thought that was the most important part.
I heard on some of them say they don't touch feet.
Well, I don't know. Donna says Iranian folks the same way. They don't shop with us either. Well,
that's what's in the neighborhoods now. The Iranians.
It is. But again, we can fuss and cuss and everything else, and still come down to, if we had an option, we probably stick with our own, but we gotta do some policing on our own and make sure we get that on track.
And stop being so mean? Why y'all so mean? Why somebody gotta say before I contact you by text or by inbox? I gotta say, good morning, how are you? What is that? And that's probably something you don't know about there. But it's some silly women who feel like that when you are typing to them, that if you don't say, like, okay, let's just say I want to make an appointment, right? And I don't know you from Adam. You were referred to me. And I inbox you and say, do you have any openings for Saturday at 2:00 on this date? They come back with, and good morning to you too. You can
Look, right then and there, I ain't going there.
ain't going.
Right then and there, I ain't going there. Now, if it was the other way around, I could see that, because the person who was providing the service, they're supposed to be providing customer service to make me feel comfortable and make it an enjoyable experience for me. So if you, they'd have lost me right there. I'd have been like,
They have a
I've been like, good morning and good night.
They got a 50-page manifesto in order for you to make an appointment. It's a 50-page manifesto, and if you don't read it word for word or have a lawyer read it for you, so you can really understand it, if you pay your $10, $15, $20 deposit, but you missed the line where it said, if I get up on the wrong side of the bed this morning, that means you don't get your deposit back. You ain't get your. I mean, serious, Daryl. This happens. You can't get your deposit back if I cancel your appointment because my light's off.
No, you can't cancel my appointment and keep my money. Now, it's different if I cancel.
No.
It's different if I cancel, then hey, I gotta, whatever. Ben say Donna, she ain't stop shopping at Target.
Yeah, I need you to shut the hell up. He lied.
I have look, he get on me. He said I don't put his stuff up, so I have to put it up when he put it up. I need all three of them, Donna. I need all three of them.
Donna, I'm not saying you shouldn't, say it, but my thing is, it's as if I got to. We're having an exchange of business. Your service, my money for your service. We got to get out of this mindset, because that was some passed down mess that people do. It's some passed down. They don't even know why they do it. They just do it because somebody else did it, and that's crazy to me. I'm a nice person. I'm gonna always say, "Hey, how you doing? My name is Sharita. I would like an appointment on Saturday if you have an opening." Blah blah blah. I'm gonna do that, but everybody ain't like that. But as long as I'm respectful, I'm gonna pay you your money. You give me my service, and we can go on to the next time. But you're gonna lose 5 out of 10 of your customers because they ain't say good morning. Or, hey, how you doing? How your mama and them doing? Before I ask about the service. Crazy to me. Crazy.
What's up, Wavis? Wavis ain't lying. Customer service was first and foremost at Little Joe's grocery store. I mean, that was our little spot. That was, that's where we used to play Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, all that stuff. It's just totally different now. Yeah, so I know he probably got a perspective on what happened in there too. And I'm gonna go back to what Nancy had put down. See, all of this stuff was important because college and higher education wasn't for everybody. We needed those trade skills for, because some people like this. Some people, they was into it. I ain't messing with no electricity, and I ain't getting up under no sink to be no plumber. Not knocking them, because they make good money, but it just
Right.
wasn't something that I was ever interested in. But we do need to bring that back. But I doubt it because it would be too helpful. You know, they want you to get out and go pay for those schools now. You ain't getting that freebie.
Right.
I'm different. I would say good morning, afternoon, or evening to anyone. Now, if the person don't give back the positive energy and respect, then that's a red flag for me. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm bad about that too. Sometimes I just start off with whatever I'm talking about. I forget the good morning and all of that too. So
But it
it
just
is
shouldn't
what
be
it
a
is.
prerequisite. I just don't get that. That's crazy. And yeah, Nancy, about the tipping, we all know tipping is an option. It's an option. It's been times where I couldn't tip. I just had enough to go get what I needed to get for the service I needed. Now, the next time I go, and I got a little extra, I'm an extra tip. But if you act a fool about with me that I didn't tip that time, might not be a next time. And then the next time I come, it might not be no tip then either. But we just got what needs to happen is when people go into business, y'all remember back in the day when what everybody was going to get their bachelor's in? Business management. I'm going to give me my degree in what? Business. That need to come back because customer service needs to be a top thing that is learned before you open a business. Just because you got some good ribs or you do nails good don't mean you're good with people. Your people skills are off. You got this stank attitude. You act like I'm bothering you because I showed up to get a service from you.
Well, some people think they made it once they open their business. They don't realize the hard work comes after you open your business.
Absolutely.
What I do ain't glamorous, but I still have to go in there and I had a meeting today, had to talk to a guy, had to break some bad news to him, let him know, hey, that's not covered. But hey, we're here for you. Whatever
Right.
you need, just let me know and we'll work it out. So it's difficult. It's some of it is learned. Some of it is just having natural courteous a natural courteous nature about yourself. Donna said she's just not a Walmart shopper. She was kind of bougie. Said never been to Walmart. Oh wow. Okay. Stopped for a while and then went back. Yeah, Ben, you ain't tell us all of that. As far as the tipping is concerned, so is tipping, I'm talking about restaurants, nail shop, wherever you go, is tipping an automatic thing, or is it one of those things that's based on how you feel your customer service was?
I think it should be automatic, but how much depends on how much my service was. For me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tip you. Now, if you just horrible, I'm sorry, you're not getting a tip. I'm pay for my stuff and I'm gone.
well, here go the one thing about that, and this what someone that worked in the restaurant industry kind of let me know. It is all about the customer service that you receive. She made the point that you also have to consider what's going around, what's happening around in the restaurant that night or day or whatever too. Now, if it's
Mm-hmm.
something uncontrollable by them. They just short staffed, they swamped. She trying, she ain't bringing the refills as fast. If I see that she working hard though, or he working hard, customer service might not have been that good. Food might not have been where it normally is. I still go ahead and tip just because I understand that, especially if it's people you don't dealt with before and they just having a bad night. Now, if it's just sometimes I ain't gonna say who or what. Sometimes you just got people who just don't even really need to be servers and waitresses.
Right.
Now, when you get them, they get a petty tip. They don't get the real.
Hey,
okay.
boy. He can't hear me.
Say hey and then get out of here. Now, bye. He just want to be on the camera so bad. Oh, when I was looking for a new stylist, I was surprised with how downhill customer service has went with stylists. Okay, why is customer service quality might be down? How is customer service down though?
I think it's because people have gotten so used to these new stylists who are not what is it, beauticians. So, and the difference is they just know how to make it look good. They know how to do these cookie cutter styles, but they ain't washing no hair, they ain't conditioning no hair, they're not, checking your scalp, they're not doing none of that. So people just want to look good, and they don't care if you got an attitude. But she do good ponytails for $150. So I'm gonna go to her. But she mean as hell. She nasty, got a very nasty attitude. She don't speak, She act like you're bothering her. But her ponytails look good. And I think a lot of people have gotten conditioned on that now. It's like, I don't know. It just don't make sense to me. I ain't going nowhere where you ain't gonna act like I'm here to spend my money with you. Because I ain't got to bring you my money. I can go anywhere. I can't.
Well, with that being said, we're gonna let you see a quick review that my daughter did, and then I'm sure these people will appreciate all the money that you bring them.
Now, honey, if you want some well-seasoned, well-cooked, made with love food, pull up and hear me out, because I done been to a couple JJ's, but ain't none of them hitting like this location. They're under new management and did not come to play. It's so clean in there. I can guarantee you, between the desserts and the custom seasonings and all the deals that they have and that large menu, you bound to find at least one thing that you like. Plus, they got more deals than the dispensary on 420. Find some. Get a slush too. But let's get into this food. Hot wings, honey gold, mango habanero, whole catfish, fried tomatoes, fried pickles, regular catfish, corn nuggets, and yes, the corn nuggets was hidden, y'all. Funnel cakes, red velvet, and a drink the size of my head. I ain't gonna lie, everything I had was really good, but the mango habanero wings took my breath away. Them honey gold wings, classics. I genuinely don't even eat fried green tomatoes, but I eat them all day. That Cajun corn, y'all see me in friend face. Bussin'. Food so good, by the time we hit dessert, we was a kiki and having a grand time, y'all. I think the only issue here is really just location, guys. I really want y'all to give them a try. Definitely check them out and let me know what you think.
Because that JJ's is out there, I would go there. But I ain't frequenting no JJ's in the city of Memphis.
Look, I ain't gonna. Daisha said the same thing.
No.
She said the same thing. So I said, yeah, let me get them a little pub then. She said the exact same thing. So yeah, I get that. I get it.
What's that rapper? He's like, no.
Can't do it.
Their food looks good. The place, I go to South Haven, not Memphis. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah, why was that point? People will come back just for great customer service. That is so true. I mean, even if the food ain't the greatest,
Right.
you know, man, the food got it. You know, even but that customer service will bring you back every time.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, when the last time you tipped somebody?
Joe ain't tipping nobody. Stop lying. If anything, you're gonna take the tips off the table.
Joe, my guy. But anytime you bring a Kool-Aid pack and ask for water, you ain't leaving no tip.
For lemons. He just wants the water and got his Kool-Aid pack.
He got his Kool-Aid pack. Joe been doing that for years too.
Years.
He been doing it for years. I get it. I guess I get it.
It's my boy.
Janella says she tips according to how the service was. I would give a tip, but it won't be the best tip. Yeah. Customer service got to be up there. It got to be.
Yeah. That's what's gonna make me come back. It's gonna make me come back.
Well, see, Donna, all of that is part of customer service. You know, because if you got time to be doing all of that, you got time to be provide me with some good customer service.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Andrea Marino.
That must be that's somebody new.
Yeah, that's somebody new.
Well, what was that in that relation to?
But I don't know. This is somebody wanted to say, so I'm gonna say this. And I'm at that point in life where if it's coming, it come. I'm not afraid. I'm not scared. If it's time, it's time. So I don't even think about it like that anymore. So it's just one of them things where it's no need to be scared. There's no need. If you living right, then you shouldn't even worry about it. You should be glad it's coming.
I ain't got no comment on that. I'm gonna move on.
See that's what I'm talking about, Ben. Yeah, you're right. Your wages was trying hard, but you know, you still tipped the good because they were shorthanded.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. So I get that.
I remember when I used to Uber, and this guy, I knew he knew that I had just started doing it. I was so nervous that when he was getting out of the car, I rolled up the window. I rolled his finger up in the window, right? And I was like, oh my God. And I rolled it back down real quick, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, whatever. And he was just apologizing for me. That man tipped me $50. When I looked at the app later, and I was like, why did this man tip me $50? And I rolled his finger up in this window.
Maybe he like pain.
He recognized that I was nervous. I think he might have been my third ride, and oh God, but that I was nice though, because I was nice to him.
Right. I mean, hey, good customer service will do that. I'm glad you said this one, Wayne. This Wayne. Some places automatically put the tip on your receipt. See, I don't like that.
No.
I don't like automatically putting it on. And then I don't like this new thing with this group thing. It's automatic. See, I don't like none of that.
If it's more than 5 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
I'm glad you put that up, Wayne. See, something need to be done about that, because you can't automatically just take my money like that. Because then, see, in places like that, you don't get good customer service.
Oh no, because they're gonna get their money anyway.
They're gonna get it anyway.
Yeah. I'm just young.
Common courtesy from home, from childhood. Oh, I'm gonna go to sleep soon. It's not taught in the book. It's practice. Then it becomes innate. This is on behalf of the provider and customer. Well, that's true too. I've been in situations where the waitress was, to me, doing a good job, and the person that I was with was so rude. Like to me, like, I don't think you should snap at the waitress trying to get their attention. I don't think you should. You shouldn't be. What's the word I'm looking for? Damn, we were talking about stopping boycotting the Asian, and now we talking. To me, it's a certain way that you treat waitresses and waiters and things like that. Like, they're not service to you. You know, they're there to provide a service, but they're not your service. And I don't saw on too many occasions where people like, hey, come here. You know, like, that's just me. I don't like it. I hate when I see this.
I don't go out with people that I know are rude to the wait staff.
Right.
Wait staff ain't got nothing to do with the preparation of your food. Now, you and if you want all this meticulous stuff, stay at home and fix it. I can't stand people who do that. No, it ain't this, it ain't that, it ain't. If you want it exactly how you make it, then you stay at home and you make it. But this the way it is. All them substitutions. Can I have this instead of that? Can you cook it this way? And it was this. Sending your plate back 3 and 4 times. Now you ain't going nowhere with you. And being rude to the waitstaff. No. You stay at home. I ain't going nowhere with you. Cause why is you playing with folks who bringing us food?
Right.
Huh? Don't do that.
That don't make sense. It really don't. You know, there's a lot of stuff a lot of things can happen between the kitchen and your table.
Thank you.
And here go the other thing, John Ella. Like, sometimes you don't know the gratuity already on there, and you still end up leaving a tip. I don't did that a couple of times. But that's just me not paying attention. You should look over your bill before you just pay it.
Right.
Sometimes you know. Sometimes certain staffs make me question the tip system. There was a young lady that worked at Olive Garden and was tipped $700, but she was denied it. Why was she denied?
It was crazy, Daryl. So somebody left this girl. I think the bill was like $63, but they tipped her $700. You know, people go around doing that.
Do they?
Oh, they tip more than that. A lot of people. And Olive Garden, because she was asking, you know, how I'm gonna get it, when I'm gonna get it, whatever. They come up with this system, a new system, of course, that night probably. Oh, we have to verify it. Okay, I get it. You got to verify it. But what they did was they ran the card for $6.30 tip, which they weren't supposed to do. And then they later tried to run it for the $700. But because the person who did it had caught wind of what had happened because of social media, they locked the card so they couldn't do it. So then they tried to claim it was fraud. It wasn't fraud. They was going to try to keep the girl money. They fired her the next day. After they said she had to wait a week for the money. Then they said she had to wait 120 days for the money. But in between all of that, they fired her.
No.
But the girl ended up, because of social media, I
Yeah,
think she got a GoFundMe. She got way more than that.
yeah. Uh, Another thing I can't stand is that some places will hold your debit card when there's a
I
big
don't
group
know that.
charge the card that folks tip without paying for their tickets. This has happened to us before.
I don't.
Look, I'm gonna say this. Well, who in your group dipped on you?
Mm-mm.
That
Mm-mm.
means you hanging around the wrong people.
Mm-mm.
I
But
ain't.
I don't think it's right that they do that to anybody that comes in. I ain't dipped out on you. So no, I stopped going to them. I think Happy Mexican started that years ago. At least so I don't know if all of them was doing it, but I know the one that was downtown was doing it. And the first time they did that, I was like, oh no, I never go here again. I'm not doing that. Then they'll
Nah,
tell you it's certain cars they ain't even gonna accept.
I don't want you holding my card anyway.
Because now I will say now,
Oh,
it ain't just us, but we will get them a car we know ain't no money on. And we will dip out. Not we. I'm just saying this what was happening. I get why they started doing it. I understand wholeheartedly. But the good shouldn't have to suffer for the bad. No. That's a mess you made up. And
I,
I'm not doing it.
I,
Just, you got a
Joe,
special car just for them.
Joe, I know you don't have a problem with it holding. You look, you walk out and still won't care that they holding it.
Ooh, you gave him that old chime. Mm-mm.
Uh, Let me see. Let's play this other clip. We finna what was that one?
I
I
don't
forgot
know.
what that one was.
We got out of the topic.
Yeah, we all off topic, but this is for us. This
Yeah.
particular one right here is for us. Uh, uh, when we start talking about, the struggles of our ancestors and the sacrifices they made for us to be in a better place. And sometimes it seems like we're in reverse. So
Mhm.
check out this clip. And I like Bakari Sellers.
I love it.
Yeah, he's a good guest on all these CNN shows I see him on. But y'all just listen to this. Check this out.
I want to take a step back and look at this from a 50,000 foot view, to be completely honest. I think Ashley and I have to wrestle with the fact that we are going to be the first generation to actually leave this country worse than the one that we inherited. And I think for black millennials, the progress that our parents and grandparents gave us, that we're watching being ripped away from us, is something that our generation is going to have to really wrestle with in figuring out how we get out of this conundrum. If somebody fell asleep in 1896 and woke up today in 2026, they would simply say the only difference is now Negroes have a TV show and we wear nice suits. They swapped out Klan hoods for Brooks Brothers suits. And that is the problem. I mean, Plessy v. Ferguson was 7-1, and it gave birth to 50 years of Jim Crow. What we have with this court right now, what we're seeing is watching people who have fought and died and bled so that we would have access to the ballot box, so that we would have access to our voices being heard in Congress, being ripped away. And I think that there is a casual laughter from people we believe to be our friends on the right who are showing us true colors today, because the most sacred, or one of the most sacred acts you have in the United States of America, is the ability to cast a ballot and elect someone and send them to Congress, the State House, or a mayoral seat that represents your interest. And now black folks throughout the South are being silenced. And I don't find that to be a laughing matter.
Uh,
I never would have thought this day would come.
I mean, I'm not surprised. The thing that resonates the most with what he said to me is that, and we're in this generation is going to leave America worse off than we had. So that tells me somewhere we messed up. Somewhere we uh can we get it back? I don't know. I mean, I honestly don't know. Voting is important. Voting is especially this midterm election coming up is going to be very critical. But it all goes back to where we even started off when we saying boycott this, boycott that. But what's the alternative?
Right.
We have a better alternative. We should. That's why I'm joking about getting those names to me, Donna and Nance. I'm joking, but I'm serious at the same time. Because if we can help them to help us, that's a start. Maybe they can expand their business. Maybe they can bring some more people in, and it just kind of roll like this. So we'll see. But yeah, we're in a state now that but it's like as soon as you think, okay, and when I say we're making progress, I'm not just talking about Black people.
Right.
I'm saying progress for the country, where it's like, okay, now it kind of seems like, basically, when Barack Obama was elected president, it gave you that sense of things are changing. We're heading in the right direction. It got worse after.
I told you, we are paying for electing Barack Obama. We're paying for that.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like, so it make me feel like the progress that we made as a country wasn't even really progress. It was fake. It was phony. And like Bakari said, the people who we thought on the other side, they're really showing their true colors. And so enough, and I'm not gonna bring up any names on here, but me and you talked about that. How I was trying to communicate. I was trying to, bridge that gap with somebody, because I thought it was important. Only to find out that that person had an ulterior motive.
The whole time.
In my estimation, they had ulterior. Damn, I can't even say it. A motive. And I ain't gonna lie, it kind of hurt me.
Because you really tried to bridge that gap. You really did.
I really did, and it hurt me, but then at the same time, it opened my eyes up to some other things that I think that my eyes needed to be opened up to. So for that, I'm thankful and glad. And sometimes you just have to go through that. Sometimes you just have to go through that stuff.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Well, I mean the country, or however you want to put it, put him in office. Just like Biden was put in the office, Trump was put in the office. In a way, if you look at it, it's good that Donald Trump got in the office, because it's opening our eyes up to a whole lot of stuff that we thought was over. And we see that it's not. So the fight continues. But enough of that. My daughter I wasn't aware of this. I hadn't been checking the news. We almost an hour in. the verdict came back in the Carmelo Anthony trial.
I ain't want to talk about it, but we gonna talk about it.
I mean, I mean, what can we say at this point? What can we say at this point? Rick Chow get off. Carmelo get found
Guilty. It was a lady I saw after the verdict, and she said, she was out there, and she said, "What do y'all want us to do? If we try to protect ourselves, we wrong. If we don't protect ourselves, we wrong." You know, what do we do? Like you just said, what do we do? It's crazy. There was not one black person on his jury. I don't know how it.
Well, see, this what I'm saying. Okay, the defense, to me, they dropped a lot of balls in this case.
Yes,
that was the first one right there. You know, and you know, I was reading over the process, how they do it, and this it ain't no process. It ain't no process where you can tell me in this case, not one black person is in the jury box. Not one.
For such a high profile case.
High profile case. And my thing was, I thought you got judged by a jury of your peers. So it wasn't no qualified black person to be on this jury. And then you got, I mean, I wasn't really watching it or being too, because I knew, I ain't gonna say I knew, I suspected what the verdict was gonna be. Did the defense dig into these two young men? How they were bullies? And then first off, and I don't condone unaliving anybody. Let me make that clear. I don't condone that.
Right.
But rule number one on the streets: you put your hands on me, you get what you deserve. That's just it. Don't touch me, I ain't gonna touch you.
He wasn't bothering nobody.
My thing is, the guy that he went over there and was talking to, he should have been the one that broke all of that up. In my estimation, he should have been the one that either said, "Hey, y'all leave him alone. He over here with me," or he should have told Carmelo, "Hey man, you don't need to be over here, man. Come on, let's go. If both of us got to sit over here in the rain, I'm gonna sit over there with you."
Right.
That's how that was supposed to go down. So, I mean, then he had two different testimonies in one. The white guy was trying to make him leave. The white guy kept pressuring him. The white guy kept saying this and kept saying that. But then you turn around and say Carmelo was the one that was aggressive.
Aggressive.
How you aggressive when you just defending yourself?
Because he was black. All blacks are aggressive, honey. We all aggressive. Then, that's the first thing they, try to say. They're afraid because we're black. When black women when we raise our voice, even black men say we're aggressive because because I talk loud. I'm aggressive. So that's what they think. Yeah, it's crazy. I
ain't even know this. The defense lawyer was white as well. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I ain't watch it because I don't know why, but I had a feeling.
Hold on. No, hold on. Hold on. See this. See again. Okay. Now I don't want to hear none from the NAACP or none of them right now. Where was y'all at? Al Sharpton? I don't want to hear none from none of y'all because y'all already knew what was going. Y'all should have been involved with this from the beginning. Now you just want to try to come in and get a little publicity or whatever. I don't want to hear none from none of them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear none from none of them.
Ooh, Deja said it. She said it. Put up her 8 o'clock. She said, I followed this case since last year when it first happened, and they failed, Carmelo. We are going to drain ourselves, convincing inhumane people that we are human. You ain't never lied, baby girl. And that's why I tell people to stop. Stop trying to convince them. Just us come together for each other. Stop trying to convince them. They don't care. They are the savages. They are. Somebody said, we have let them, who are the truth, who hung people, who fed babies to alligators, who had their children watch hangings and take, it was an outing. They convinced us we were the bad people. We the savages. We the animals.
They ain't convinced me.
They used our skin for couches. They made couches with our skin. They used our hair to stuff their couches. They pulled our teeth out of our mouth, put it in there. But we the savages? Come on. I no. No.
Yeah, Ben Crump, where was he at? See, that's what I'm saying. All this after the fact stuff. I mean, and like I said, I don't condone unaliving anybody. I don't, I'm the type where we have to remember they are kids. That's fine. That's fine. But at some point, you I know how these things go. He wanted him to leave the first time he asked him to leave, and when he wouldn't leave, now he feel like I gotta make him leave.
Yeah.
Because if I don't, that's gonna show weakness on my part. That's what it basically came down to.
Because they were bullies, both of them. Didn't they beat up the mama or something?
They said Charles and White said they beat up the daddy allegedly. So my thing is, did the defense bring all of that up? Was all of that brought to the court case?
Mm-hmm. I ain't watching that.
So I don't know. But I like to now. I might go back and try to watch it. But it's sad that someone had to pass away. It's sad that this young man's life is ruined. And I hate to say everything is a teachable moment, but it's a teachable moment. Now you have to just realize, and like I said, the guy waved him over and said, "Hey man, come on over here." But then when it came time, maybe he was scared of them.
Right.
And you can always look back and say, hey, maybe he should have just left the tent. Man, it's raining outside. It ain't hurting nobody for me to sit up under this tent. You know what I'm saying? It ain't hurting. No, you the only, like you said, you the only one got a problem with it. Then my other thing is that somebody made this point. Ain't nobody pull their cell phone out and record nothing.
Right.
Ain't as much as these kids love they say. Now they got their cell phone in their hand because they ain't running.
Right.
They under the tent in the rain. They got their phone out. I heard. I don't know how true it is. The one girl, she recorded it. Somebody recorded it. They made her delete it.
Wow.
Allegedly.
Wow. I wouldn't doubt.
You know, yeah, I wouldn't doubt it either. But you know, it's just
I don't know.
I hate we have to deal with stuff like this. You know, you want to take the black and white cape off of it, but it's hard sometimes.
Very.
Because I look at it and I say, okay, if it was the other way around, if two big black guys harassed a little skinny white guy and he end up killing one of them, or let me say that, if he end up unaliving one of them, what would happen to him?
We know what would happen.
First off, he ain't, it's not gonna be an all black jury.
Oh, ain't.
That's the first thing. I mean, it's a lot, and I hate we even have to talk about this, but I think it's important that we do at least put this information out. Again, if we, teaching our kids that sometimes
we have to walk away.
Sometimes you just have to walk away. Sometimes walking away is being a bigger person. But I get it. We grow up in a society and it ain't just black. I'm sure white kids go through the same thing. Hey, you gotta stand your ground, man. Because you can't run away from every fight. In that case, it would have.
Unfortunately, because
they would have jumped him. They would have jumped him.
Unfortunately, because it's just not fair that true, you should be able to stand your ground, whatever. But some of us can't. We just can't. We just can't. It just like the stand your ground law is, look at oh God, what's his name? It's on the tip of my tongue. The one that was shot in the car. Ooh, it's on the tip of my tongue. He was shot because he had a gun, but he could legally carry a gun. He was just a passenger. Castile. Oh, his name on the tip of my tongue. But they shot him.
Yeah, I know.
And shot and killed him because he was black with a gun. Even though it was legal for him to have it, he didn't pull it. He was actually telling them, hey, here it is. It's right here. And they still killed him. So no, it's not, we can't. We don't, the rules don't apply to us. Stand your ground don't apply to us. Having a legal gun doesn't apply to us. Are there some who can get away with it? Yes. Have some, hey, I got a gun right here. Is this, and this cop wasn't a road cop and said, oh yeah, it's legal for you to have a gun. Just let me give you your ticket and you be on about your way. Orlando Castile, I think that's his name. I think.
Yeah, that sounds close enough.
Yeah. Philando. I'm gonna get his name right. Hold on. I gotta get his name right.
Like AC, you know who I am.
Right. Right. But yeah, it is crazy that we live in these times, but we do. And you have to tell your children to walk away. And sometimes walking away don't even work because they come behind you and follow you.
Oh, when they do that, it's fair game then. It's fair game then. I don't know how many CNN shows, Fox shows y'all watch. I watch a lot of them, and I got a new hero. I got a new hero. I'm finna play this clip, and I think we need more of this in mainstream media, because these people, and I hate to stay on Trump so much, But I don't understand how these reporters don't follow up with him and question some of the lies that he just like. You campaigned on no new wars. Now you saying, "Oh, I didn't say that. I didn't guarantee no new." Yes, you did. That was your primary war cry. But y'all check this clip out. This is my guy now, Charles Blow.
On a news channel, I have an ethical responsibility to say that you are lying. You are lying.
I have an ethical responsibility.
I didn't interrupt you.
Hold on a
And you
second.
will not interrupt me.
You don't call me a liar on national TV, sir. Do not call me a liar on national TV, sir. You're a liar.
You are a liar.
Respond in just a minute.
And that I say that
Charles, finish
spell
your-
it,
finish
I
your
can spell
point.
it too. And I have an ethical responsibility. If people are going to come over here and poison voters' views of an election system that has no proof that it is rigged in any way, spouting the same lie that the president is spouting, we have an ethical responsibility at this table in a news show on a news channel to call that out. And I'm going to do that.
Caroline,
you can huff and puff.
You've done it.
You can huff
Go
and puff
ahead.
and be mad all you want,
right.
and I don't care.
How you can respond to
You
that?
keep ignoring what I've said. You're saying.
I'm going to keep ignoring it
You
because you're
won't
lying.
Let me let him finish. Let me let him
Yeah.
have.
Charles Blow, that's my name.
Man, that man be coming with receipts. He be telling the truth, and they don't like the fact that he don't let them just come. See, I see it so many times where they just let these people come on these panels and just say whatever they want to say. So,
Right.
I mean, and when you know that they're, when you know that they're lying, he has a responsibility to call that out. These other folks just won't do it, and I wish they would. Some of them do it, but not like he do it.
Not like he do.
He, it's like, yeah, I said it. Now it is what it is. So yeah, I like I watch CNN a lot. I like Abby Phillips. I hate when she has certain people on there, but I watch it. I watch Fox News. I watch them all. I watch Al Jazeera because I be wanting to get the information from overseas, not our propaganda news.
Right, about what's happening.
So I'm telling y'all, if y'all want to really know what's going on, go to Al Jazeera, go to some of these foreign, the BBC and all of them. They actually are more truthful about news that they put out than we are. The news that we put out is it's
Not news.
they just lying to us. I watched the Young Turks, a lot of independent podcasts and stuff like that, where they ain't bound by no FCC and all of this, so they can tell you the actual truth about what's going on. But yeah, hey, I saw something you made a statement on your Facebook page talking about the sale is off.
No, I didn't, did I?
Yeah, I saw something on there. I was like, what's she talking about? You said no, maybe it was old then.
It's up until Juneteenth.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get that thing extended till the 4th of July, y'all. Don't worry about it.
No.
You ain't give me your information, so we're gonna run the same commercial.
Oh, I keep forgetting. Okay, this is the last old commercial. Y'all got a new one coming.
Feeling sluggish? Struggling with recovery? Want to take your health to the next level? We have the game-changing peptides your body needs. Whether you're looking to boost energy, accelerate healing, lose weight, or optimize performance, we've got the cutting-edge solutions to help you feel unstoppable. Get extraordinary results with Show Enough Peptides for All. Call us at 731-420-5627 or email us at shownoughpeptidesforall@gmail.com. Showed up peptides for all products are strictly for research purposes only and are not intended for human or animal consumption. We do not provide medical advice or services. Please consult a qualified professional for any health-related concerns.
And let me tell y'all, it's some new product that if y'all been hearing about it, the FDA talking about they done okayed to try. Baby, we've been on it for a year or two already. I got it. If you want it, you know what it is. Rita, we call it Rita, but you know what it is if you know what it is. And I also got some more stuff. So I got Fat Blast, I got NAD, I got everything that you need now. Go on, call me.
That's commercial right there.
Yeah.
That's commercial right there. We had an hour and 15 minutes. I know we kind of jumped all over the place. From one subject to the other one. So out of all those 3 or 4 subjects, I hope somebody learned at least one thing, because that's always our primary objective. We just want one person or as many people as possible to learn something. And so now I tried to be smart and write these names down as we was going, so I can thank everybody that joined in. Of course, Patricia, that's my cousin up in St. Louis. She was the first one. Miss Drell, Jessica, Donna. How you pronounce Quisa name? Quisa. Okay. I got it right then. Misidentify. This a new viewer, Allison Tenor. Ben chimed in, Nancy Gibson. Nancy, I'm in, text me them numbers so I can call these people and get them to promote the show. We got Darkest checked in again this week. Wyvis Warren, that's my guy from the neighborhood down at Little Joe's store. John Ella, that's my cousin too up in St. Louis. Andrea, Marina, Wayne, Darkus, Joe, Alicia Polk. I don't know if this is Alicia first time. It might not be. I think I saw her on here before, but we appreciate you taking time to join us. And of course, my daughter Daisha, she chimed in. She really on that Carmelo thing. She's upset. She's really upset because she has been kind of keeping up with it. I just didn't have high expectations, so we'll see how that go. But other than that, y'all know the routine. What my thing, and I ain't. I can't find it. Where is it at? Is this it? Let me see how that worked out. Yeah. Y'all know what. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever we put out content. Scan this QR code. And I think I need to bring it down a little bit so it won't be, I don't know if it's showing the whole thing or not. But I'll put it at the top too. Yeah, so scan that QR code at the top. Don't worry about the one at the bottom. I didn't look to see if we had any new subscribers this week. I know we got a few new subscribers on the in the clutch Facebook page. So that must be the page they were saying that was down, because it was people commenting on my regular Facebook page.
Okay.
I think we had that problem last week too. So it might be something going on with that in the clutch page. I'm not sure. But yeah, y'all tell a friend to tell a friend, and we yeah, we trying to get our numbers up, trying to get our subscribers up. Why would say see you Saturday? What's Saturday? We ain't got no t-shirts. We ain't got no picnic stuff going on. I don't know. But anyway, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll be back next week, same bat time, same bat channel. Hopefully hopefully next week it'll be all good, positive news or something that we can. You know what? We ain't had a Miles of the Heart in a while.
We got to do one. That's gonna be our next show.
Yeah, we're gonna do a Miles of the Heart. Gotta come up with something good for next week. Ben, he Ben, Ben be wanting to talk freaky all the time. We ain't finna do that. We ain't finna do that. My mom will be listening, Ben. Look, there go our home girl. Where you been, Tanya?
She probably been listening in the background. She just got a chance to say something. Hey, Tanya. Hey, boo. We missed you.
Tanya
I'm sure
Covenant. That's our home girl. That's our home girl. Hey, all your home buying or home selling needs, she got you. Class of 88, Treadwell High School. That's my classmate. All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and shut this thing down, and we will see you guys next week.
Peace out, y'all. Have a good one.
Check out the new outro.